Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Off the play fake. Moody looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Harvey escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Morris on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Off play action. Morris. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
On 2nd down, Washington. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Morris to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Morris. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching. Work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Harvey flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Drake. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On first, here's Washington. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Touchdown, Washington! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Harvey. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curtis, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Thomas will come in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Curtis, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles, picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 2, then 1-yard pickup on 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it down. To throw on 3rd down. Harvey. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. On to their advantage. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense set to take over. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To throw is Morris. Throwing on 1st down. They juked him, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Morris off the play fake. This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Morris. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
He'll try again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harvey, wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Harvey sliding out of the pocket. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Back to throw. Harvey. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. York able to send this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the play.
Morris fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing on first down. Harvey. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Harvey goes right back to Smith again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curtis, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Morris now throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break. Moody. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 33-14, the final score. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Morris firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On
third down. Here's Washington. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morris. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Thomas has it. He's up to the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
York now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now Morris on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second down and 7.
Looking to throw. Morris. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Washington. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Draw play, Washington. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Morris. Green with a catch left side.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Curtis. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curtis. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Harvey throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Harvey. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's a give up the middle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Morris. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Morris fighting. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Morris on 1st and 10. Green brings it in. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw. Morris to the right side and complete to Washington. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In motion left is Thomas. On 3rd down, they're going to run. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harvey looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw is Morris. Throwing to start the drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Morris. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's Morris throwing on first down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morris. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Morris now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll just get rid of it. But this Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to put. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The Cowboys on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end. To throw on third down. Harvey. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they will stop him short and get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. 2:12 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back after the sack here, 2nd and 11. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. waiting from the gun. Morris. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Morris. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They find some open field here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Morris on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Morris. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.